Hey, hold on, y'all. You talking about something a little bit different today, you know what I'm saying? So, Steam and Valve just showed that they're about to go into the console realm. Bro, I'm a gamer. We gotta talk about it. I ain't gonna lie. So we're about to see what is going on with the new Steam console. I don't know what it's called yet, but we gonna see. First look at the new Steam machine by Deck Ready. Hopefully this is good, man. I got a lot of questions though, but we're going to see.
True, and Valve just gave me everything I wanted. How's it going, everyone? As always, my name is Jimmy Champagne. This is Deck Ready, my channel all about the Steam Deck, the Steam Frame, the Steam Machine, and the Steam Controller. Because
what the fuck?
Steam hardware
that's like three. What
family just expanded by a lot. If you want to get in on the ground floor for what is definitely going to be one of, if not the coolest ecosystems in gaming, subscribe to the channel and set your notifications to all. But let's get into this because there's a ton to dig into. I'm going to start out with what I'm most excited for, and that is the Steam Machine. I mean, it's the Steam Deck console that we've been talking about for what?
Alright, let's talk about it, y'all. So the way I've been talking about this with a lot of my friends for like a minute now. Like, y'all see my first video, right? I got a PC now. Like, I bought a PC, right? Now, in my opinion, it is by far the best purchase I think I've made in my life. Like low-key, like, at least, oh my god. I'm not saying it's the best thing I've gotten in my life, but I think I just knocked my purchase I made myself is by far number one. Bro, it's just so much better. I think the PC ecosystem is just better than cons. Like, bro, even playing games, bro, I play so much games. Bro, I don't play so much games, but I've got so much games because of how much cheaper Steam is that it's like actually crazy. Like, and like having a PC makes me want to play more games. Like, I could play God of War now because I had an Xbox, right? So a lot of PlayStation is exclusive games I couldn't play, but I could play God of War now. And even like a lot of other games is like just play better on my Xbox. Like, I'm tired of playing on my Xbox, and like I was playing Final Fantasy 16, right? I love the game a lot. If I watch my top 5 favorite games, I think it was number 4. Bro, tell me why in order to get 60 FPS, I gotta play the game at 720p. We are in 2025, bro. I downloaded that on my PC. I'm playing that joint in 1440p, 100 FPS, smooth, buttery. I'm like, yeah, this is for me. Now the problem with this thing is, right, it seems like they're about to go the console PC route. You feel me, right? The console PC hybrid route. My thing is, that's a cool route to go to, but the appeal of consoles is they're cheap, easy to use, and they're effective. PC is kind of for people like me who want to do a lot of stuff on it. I'm gaming on it, and it happens to be where I edit my videos and make my YouTube videos. PC is for like more like hardcore people. You feel me? Like it's like that next step up when you want to take it seriously. I feel like with this though, in order for it to be competitive with the consoles, it has to be priced right. But since it's a PC, with how much it offers, I feel like it's going to not be priced right. You feel me? Like, I feel like it's going to be a lot more money. So I don't know. I'm just talking though. Let's see.
3.5 years ever since the Steam Deck was announced. I mean, the dream for a lot of people was a PC that you could put underneath your TV, connect a controller to, and use as if it was a console and take advantage of your entire Steam library. And that's exactly what they made. The specs look pretty damn good too. They're being kind of coy about what actually is in this thing, but they are very clear that it has a discrete GPU in addition to a CPU. Both are AMD semi-custom, and they say that the target is 4K 60 FPS with FSR. So like 1440p native, which is honestly good enough for me.
Yeah,
it was really interesting that they pointed out in the trailer that you can install whatever operating system you
SD card slot, Steam Store cloud stays friendly. It sounded kind of I feel okay, because I have gotten times where if y'all see my room, right, like this is like my setup, you feel me, like, and there's been times where, like, in order for me to sit down and play a game, I gotta sit in my chair and play a game. There has been times where I want to play a game, but I don't get on my bed. You feel me? I don't want to get on my bed. So I've been thinking about getting a Steam Deck because I'm in my bed. I could just like lay in my bed and do this. But my TV is also like aligned to my bed. So if this is cheap enough, where's the console price? Let's say this is $500. I doubt it though. And bro, I think it's about to be like $800 to $900, $800 to $1,000. But let's say this is like $500. I could just put it next to my TV, or put it in the living room where if I want to play a non-demanding game, but I want to play on a big screen, or even the basement. Like if it's like reasonably priced, this could be tough, bro. This could be tough. It's like 500. I'll say even 600, 500 range, because the Series X now went up in price, bro. That's like 600 now. I think the next generation console is probably going to be around the 650 to 700, because the PS5 Pro like 7 something. So if this is like 5 to 6, I think that's a sweet spot. I think anything over 7 is where you kind of start losing the casual audience, which is what I think they're trying to go for. This kind of, it's hard, bro. I don't know.
Want on it. I mean, the whole idea of this thing for me is to have it be a Steam OS machine. So I want it to be running Steam OS exclusively, but it's nice to know you can put Windows on it. I counted 5 USB-A ports. There's 1 USB-C port. They said it has an SD card slot so you can expand the storage. There's going to be 2 flavors of it, one 512 gig, one 2 terabyte. I don't know which one I'm going to go for. I have to see how easy.
What a jump. 500 gigabytes to 2 terabytes? God damn. You know, usually you jump from like 5. Usually there's like at most there's like 3 levels. You got the 500, you got the 1 terabyte, then you got the 2 terabyte. 5 to 2 is crazy. Like, bro, that sounds like another 200. Hold on, let me do some research real quick. So for reference, right? You have the Series X, the regular one, 1 terabyte. That's 600. To 2 terabyte is 800. So going from 500 to 2 terabytes, man. So that's even crazier, man. 500 gigabytes not enough nowadays. It's just not. Like it's really just not. Like, that's why, bro, even your phones, bro, like I got the 17 now. The base model for the 17, it's 200 and something gigabytes. It's something like that. Even phones is getting, the base model is getting up there. 500 for downloading games ain't gonna be enough. So, and there's no middle ground. So you're gonna go for 2 terabytes, and I can't see a device that has 2 terabytes not being in that 800 to 1,000 range. Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It is to upgrade, but 2 terabytes sounds really good, and having a micro SD card slot is awesome. There's an LED light strip on the front that you can customize, and in the trailer they showed someone putting a faceplate on it. So they really are leaning into the console style PC whole thing that they started way back with the Steam machines. But this time, I mean, they're playing for keeps. They spent all these years building out SteamOS to make it a really competitive and cool operating system, to the point where it's my preferred operating system. I'm running a flavor of it called Bazzite on my PC upstairs already, and I can't wait till I can put it on a PC or just get a Steam machine with it already installed. I've only seen pictures, obviously, but it looks like a pretty small form factor package. Hopefully there's room in there where you could upgrade that discrete GPU later on down the line. But with the specs that they're listing, 4K 60 with FSR, I mean, you know, it's probably going to be a pretty performant thing out of the box, so you won't have to worry about upgrading for a long time anyway, which is great. They also pointed out that it's built with streaming in mind, so you can stream games from it directly to your Steam Deck. I love that they started the whole trailer video with the Steam Deck, talking about how it's been great and all the stuff that they've added to it has led them to this. And I like that this is built with streaming to the Steam Deck in mind, because, you know, the Steam Deck is still at least a year or so away. I mean, at the minimum. So if you want to keep that around for as long as possible, I mean, giving people a device that can play games really well and stream directly to it is just like a perfect longevity piece.
It is small too. It's a good size.
Like, I think that's the smartest move Valve can make while they wait for better hardware.
Pause.
that can keep the battery life the same, but also provide a generational leap in performance. With all these leaks and rumors, it was all centered on the Steam frame, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and of course the controller, which we'll talk about next. But I was not expecting the Steam machine, but the timing couldn't be better, right? Like, we've heard all this stuff about Sony partnering up with AMD to combine PSSR and FSR4. Xbox is apparently making a PC instead of a next generation console. So with all these big players kind of transitioning their consoles to PCs, I mean, Valve,
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's where the space is going. That's why a lot of my friends is like, you're trying to might as well get a PC, bro, because it's going to get to the point where consoles is going to try to get. This point was inevitable. I'm sorry I'm talking a lot of this video. I don't really do that in a lot of my videos, but this is a new type of this is a new topic, and I like talking about this stuff. So I want to see how this performs to the channel. But the way consoles are, right? PlayStation and Xbox, they are built to compete with one another. Every console generation has to be better than the last console generation. Therefore, it has to get better specs. To get better specs, it has to be more expensive. Once you start getting more expensive, you start getting away from what made a console a console. Once you start getting away from what makes a console, which is cheap and accessible, you get to the point where niggas like me say, might as well get a PC. That's just the truth, bro. That's just the truth, bro. So I gotta be priced right, bro.
Out early because they've already done the hard work. They have a great operating system. They have a bunch of people with great libraries full of great games. They have good performance on PC through SteamOS with the shader compilation and the frame limiting and everything like that. So I think the Steam Deck is what we have to thank for this thing kind of hitting the ground running in terms of being a quality product from day one. I obviously don't know if that's the case, but because of my experience with the Steam Deck, which is like thousands of hours, I feel pretty confident this thing is going to come out and be extremely strong. But every console needs a controller. They're just calling it the Steam controller, and this thing also is extremely cool. I mean, I don't want to act like I've never seen it before, because
I think I've seen this before.
Also is extremely cool. I mean, I don't want to act like I've never seen it before.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think I'm gonna get one of these anyway, because like I said, I got a PC. Unless it's just cheap. It's like 500. Nah, I still won't get it. I think I'm gonna get a Steam Deck. I think I'm gonna get a Steam Deck. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait until they release the next Steam Deck, like the Steam Deck 2, a little bit more power. I might get a Steam Deck. I don't know. I want to get something because like there's a lot of moments, like I told you, where I'm in my bed, I want to play. Anyway, so I'm not sure about this, cause you see how these analog sticks are, the little close things. I don't like how I never like that. That's why I don't like PlayStation controllers. You see, Xbox got the diagonal. I like the way that feels. It feels more comfortable in my hands. You feel me? Like you play like this, then like this. So I don't like that. The D-pad look cool because I like traditional D-pads. I don't like this type of D-pad. Let me show you. See how the Switch got that? This is not a D-pad, bro. This is not a D-pad. It's like, come on, bro. Lock in, bro. But and these are things, the mouse pad, trackpad. I feel like what they should have did, and I don't know. I gotta see it. I gotta feel it because the analog sticks also look small. I don't know. The buttons in the D-pad look cool, but I don't like this. Yeah, but other than that, it's straight.
Because sadly, it's Bradley has leaked it a bunch of times on Twitter, and it looks like
that looks way too close. That might be worse than PlayStation's.
Because sadly, it's Brad.
Oh, I don't know about that. Hold on, y'all. What does the PlayStation controller look like again? So this is the PS5 controller. And I think, yeah, they probably about the same. But I've used PS5 controllers. It feels like it's further than whatever this is. This looks close, bruh. I don't know.
Bradley has leaked it a bunch of times on Twitter, and it looks exactly like the leaks. The last time we talked about it, we were talking about the capacitive handles and what those could be used for. It turns out
Actually, there it don't look that bad.
Talking about the capacitive handles and what those could be used for. It turns out they're for gyro. They're calling it GyroSense. So when you put your hands on the controller, it activates gyro. It's similar to how it works on the Steam Deck, where the thumbsticks are capacitive, and when you put your thumbs on the sticks, that's what activates the gyro.
Oh, because the paddle
thumbsticks themselves are still capacitive. They say that they've upgraded them from the Steam Deck though to be magnetic, so they'll have great longevity and super precise tracking or whatever. It seems like they're really hammering these thumbsticks because they're also in the split VR controllers. I love that this is going to be the main PC controller. The trackpads are a game changer. The layout looks great because it's just a Steam Deck without the screen, and it looks actually much more ergonomic than what we got with the Steam Controller 1. So if you just buy this, it could be your main PC controller. And the other cool thing is it's banking on years of support for Steam input. So it's going to work with any game right out of the box. And all these great profiles that come built in with the Steam Deck are most likely going to be transitioned right over to the controller. So if a game doesn't natively support any of its extra features, you'll be able to just turn them on with Steam input and be good to go. It also comes with an accessory called the Puck, which is a charging stand and a connection point. They say it's going to support Wi-Fi connection to
It's good.
2.4 gigahertz or Bluetooth. That's awesome. I'm glad because I've been messing around with my original Steam controller. I wanted to make some videos on it, and when I opened it up, the AA batteries were corroded, so I had to spend hours cleaning out the connection points to make it work again, which was kind of a bummer. So the easiest way around that is obviously a rechargeable controller, and having a magnetic dock, that feels like the future. It's awesome. You don't get that with the Xbox, you don't get that with a PlayStation, you don't get that, well, you kind of do with the Switch because the controllers connect, but if you had a Pro controller, it doesn't come with the dock. So that's a cool inclusion that kind of goes in line with Valve giving you a little bit extra on top, like they give you with the Steam Deck when they give you a case for free. I've been looking forward a lot to a
Yeah, that is tough.
controller that's made with PC and Steam in mind because I just like love Steam. I want that to be my main platform forever. So like having a hardware piece that has the Steam logo on it and interacts well with Steam, I mean, it just feels too good to be true, honestly. It's like what I've wanted ever since I saw big picture mode back when I was in freshman year of college and really loved it despite the original SteamOS not being great. It's got the share button, it's got the Steam button, it looks like it has the quick access menu button. They are very clear that this thing is made to work with the frame, the machine, and the Steam Deck. I just love that even though they're not upgrading the Steam Deck on today's hardware reveal, you know, they are still giving it a lot of love with this stuff and they're treating it as part of the Steam family. I know a lot of people were worried about them moving on from the Steam Deck in favor of this stuff, but it's very clear that they see this as an
the Steam Deck. I heard the Steam Deck is popular, bro. The Steam Deck is almost mainstream, to be honest with you, bro. A lot of people like the Steam Deck.
You know, the PlayStation 5 with the PSVR 2 and the Portal and the DualSense Edge and everything like that. So the Steam Deck is here to stay. We're just going to have more ways to interact with SteamOS, and that's really exciting. And the last big announcement was the Steam Frame. This is, of course, the thing that leaked the most. It looks like a really good VR headset.
Yeah, I don't really care about this. I'm gonna give you my final take. Yeah, so my final take on it, it looks good, like a Steam Lab, because Steam is the future. Like, well, let's be honest, bro. Xbox was still talking about some of the next generation Xbox going to have Steam on it. Steam's the future, bro. Like, it's just the better place to play games. It's cheaper, more fit, bro. Steam's the future, bro. I think for this to be competitive, it has to be for the casual audience, because otherwise, why would you make it? You feel me? Like what you call it? I feel like I'm not no businessman or nothing, but I feel like usually how it works where you release, I mean, no, because you could release a niche product and it sells well in that niche community. But what I'm hoping to try to do is appeal to like the general audience. So it's got to be priced right, bro. It got to be priced right. But if they do it right, this could really shake some things up in the gaming community, because competition is always better. Always better. The way I look at it, bro, competition in games is the best thing. For example, bro, Fortnite. Man, when Fortnite was the first game ever to add cross-platform between Xbox and PlayStation. Look at what happened. Everybody did it. Because now you have to. It's competition, bro. You have to have cross-platform now, bro. PlayStation didn't want it. Man, Xbox said, nah. You have to do it. And they did it. You feel me? So competition is always good in the gaming sphere, man. That's why I look at it. So yeah, man, if you guys want more videos like this where I react to other stuff, because I do like games a lot, so I might bring more gaming news, gaming stuff to the channel. But I'm trying to be versatile because I don't want to be locked into one box, you feel me? Like, but we'll see how the future goes though. So my name is Jaden, you call me J Dub, and I'm out, bro.